Keep going here. Okay, so let's assume that the air from the cannon only strikes half the ball. All right. So on the next thing, so divide the answer that you got here by 2. Okay, and that should work. And now we know the average air pressure of Earth is about I said 14.9 pounds. Some say 15.1, some say 14.7. It depends on which reference you look at. How high, if you're on Mount Everest, it's a little bit less. But in physics, we use pascals for air pressures. Pascals are newtons per meters squared. Okay, because it's force over area, so it's newtons per meter squared. So go ahead and use Google to convert 14.9 psi to pascals. All right. And then if P is equal to force over area, the force hits the ball, F is equal to P times A. In other words, we multiply both sides times A. Here's what I'm talking about. So what problem is this, by the way? So question 5. See, a lot of this is this way. Okay, so if force over area is equal to pressure, and then if I want to solve for the force, I multiply both sides by A. I get force is equal to pressure times the area. We know the pressure. You calculated the area, which is 1/2, which is 4 pi r squared, which is the area, surface area of a sphere, and you divided that by 2, so it's really 2 pi r squared. All right, and you divided that by 2, and you know P. You found P in pascals, the 14.9. Then just multiply those two numbers together to get the force. All right. So and then let's look at questions. Newton's second law, F equals ma. If the mass of the ping pong ball is 2.78 grams, what is the initial acceleration of the ping pong ball? Don't forget to convert grams to kilograms. I'm going to allow you to do that on your own. Okay? See, we're getting through this thing. All right? Yeah, it's a big freaking number when you do that. Okay? So what are we talking about here, Woo? Here you go. You go 6 F equals ma. Now, if, what is it, 2.7 grams? Is that what we said? The 2.78 grams. So divide that number by 1,000, and that will give you kilograms. Because 1 kilogram is made up of 1,000 grams. All right? So we're getting close now. I think I'll go ahead and finish this one. So we also learned that the velocity is equal to the acceleration times the time. Let's assume the collision with the air. What I'm doing is, let's assume the collision with the air lasted instantly, like say 0.004 seconds. That's an instant. 4 1,000ths of a second. And I'm kind of taking that from with the NFL kicking the ball and stuff like that. Now calculate the velocity. And that'll be in meters per second. So what do you do on problem 7? So in problem 6, you found that the acceleration will equal that force that you calculated divided by the mass of the ping pong ball. And then in 7, you'll find that the velocity is equal to that acceleration that you got times that 0.004 seconds. And then in question 8, convert that to miles per hour, which means you divide by 0.447. All right, we'll stop here.